Okie dokie, here we are, and we are playing an 850 point battle. I'm against Josh. Hello, Josh.
Howdy.
Yeah, maybe we'll just get stuck in. Want to tell me about your fleet here?
This is my lovely Prussian fleet. As you can see, you can clearly tell that these are, my fleet scout ships.
Yep.
Here's my Imperium. Yeah,
nice.
They're not painted. They're not glued to their bases, obviously.
Yeah.
Or
you are coming along on your
I've done a little bit of
fleet
painting
here, though. They're looking good, bro.
I've got all of my 16 Arminias painted. I've got this battleship painted, apart from the missing gun behind them. And
nice.
And the Rhine.
That's awesome.
So what I've got going here is going with two carriers, my flying carrier and this guy.
Yep.
And we are just loaded up. These are all actually fighters, because he's using his Italians and I want to fight him. This is what I think I'm going to try and use for the tourney, but I have to test it out. I got my butt kicked by Curtis last week.
So we'll the Russians? Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, the Russians. So we'll see what I can do.
All right, cool. Right on. And then over here, we're again trying the same fleet that we had in the previous Italian report. So what we've got here is we've got a unit of fighters, we got a unit of Scutum, we got a unit of Gladius with their torpedo boats, we got another unit of fighters, we have an Affondatore carrier with 2 torpedo bomber wings at 3 strong, and then their torpedoes, and then we have another carrier with, again, assault boat torpedoes and then torpedo bombers. And then over on the flank here, we've got a final group of Scutum. My orders are kill 50% and all mediums.
And all mediums.
And then you rolled...
I rolled kill everyone in your...
the core fleet, which is everybody.
Which is everyone, so I took 70%.
Yeah.
Which is how that goes.
The less insane way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, tune in after turn 1. All right, turn 1 recap. What happened on your side there?
Virtually nothing. We
Yep.
all moved a few inches forward and moved all the fighters up front because we're going to try and kill him. And really that's about it. I'm just trying to stay out of range of his guns until we can get everybody in there.
Gotcha. And then on this side, on the far end, the Scutums did move up their full distance. These Scutums hung back in the shoals just to sort of hang out to pop. I did move up a screen of fighters. I traded in all of my torpedo bombers and then relaunched 2 wings of fighters just to try to help deal with all of that screen of fighters there. And then my torpedo boats moved up. Not their full distance though, just because of those fighters there could potentially be really harmful. My Gladiuses moved up, did some shots on the Emperor, didn't do anything. My Affondatore moved up, shot at the Flicts, but didn't manage to score a hit, and then this guy just moved up, basically, and barfed out more fighters. Alright, tune in after turn 2. Okay, turn 2. What happened on your side there?
There was a lot of air combat here.
Yep.
I think I got the best of it.
Oh, yeah.
We just sent our fighters back and forth and hitting each other.
Yep.
I managed to save quite a few by
due to your non-destroy ignore. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Apart from that, I've been firing at these little boats here. I'm not really close enough to his Gladius or his big guys to get any decent amount of dice to get through those shields.
Yep.
So just been trying to hit the little boats with very little luck. I maybe killed 2 or 3.
Yep.
I managed to be lucky on a broadside with my Imperium here, and I killed
Oh yeah,
one of
you did
those
get a
guys.
Scutum.
On a 2 dice roll, I happened to get a 6, rolled another 6, got a crit on him, killed him. Apart from that, it's just been slowly moving up. He's done a lot of damage to my poor Emperor here, which makes me sad, but what can you do? And that's about it.
Yeah. My side here, there was a lot of tiny flyer exchanges, lots of dogfights. Josh said here, I definitely came out the worst. I've lost, 5, 10, 12 tiny flyers plus 2 boats and a Scutum frigate, so I definitely paid for it this turn getting up close. However, I'm hoping that my assault boats or my torpedo boats are going to pay off. I did, just due to a lack of targets, I did have my 1 carrier fire here, and I got lucky and got, 2 criticals from them?
You got a critical from the
Gladius.
And a critical from the carrier.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so there we go. And then he, the last carrier here, started to fire off on the medium flyers here to start to get in on my objective. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hit him through the obscurement. All right, so tune in after turn 3. Okay, turn 2 summary? 3. Turn 3 summary. Okay, so what happened here? There was a lot of fire. What happened on your side there, Josh?
After all the damage he did to my battleship, I managed to repair him mostly.
Yeah.
He lost a lot of AP because he's taken a lot of hits. The boats, the tiny boats, have proven very ineffective in hurting anything.
They really did.
We sort of finished off the fighter battle here. I've launched 2 new wings with what I had left over. And he's landed all of his remaining ships. Apart from that, I flew in my medium flyers because they were just getting hurt. He brought these 2 squadrons in right away and did a lot of damage. So I just flew them in to try and finish him off. I derelicted this guy, did no damage to anything else. And I decimated this squadron here with my Arminius, only losing a few AP in the process.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't think anything else happened.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And the Königsberg is sort of hanging back there so that I can't, or it's going to be harder for me to get the medium objective. What have you lost so far? Just a bunch of flyers?
I've lost a handful of tiny flyers and 2 of my fleet, that's all.
Right. Well, then I've lost, 2 Scudum, a whole whack of flyers, and then a bunch of torpedo boats.
And 2 derelict.
Oh yeah, that's right, and 2 derelict.
3 derelict.
3 derelict.
Ships in total.
Yeah, so I actually think this is on your favor a little bit so far. Yeah. Cool. All right, turn in after turn 4. Okay, turn 4 recap. Here we go. Wow, this was a nasty battle. So basically what's happened here is we've taken out the flicks entirely. We did have some boarding actions. Attempted boarding actions, is that right?
Yes, it failed.
Yeah, which failed. I did manage to take out all the boarders on the Arminius, however they are still pretty deadly in close quarters fire. My fleet commander's carrier has taken a lot of damage. He did have his shields down at one point, which is why he took so much fire. Let's see here. Battleship is plodding forward. Oh yeah, these guys, they have to move forward too. They're derelicted. Same with him. What else? Oh, we did manage to get 1 point of damage on the damn thing. The Königsberg.
But he's running away now.
Yeah, he's running away, and he is my remaining objective. If I kill him, I win, but it's going to be pretty tough. Alright, anything else to comment on?
Yeah, I guess what I tried to do here was, I've got my big old airship here. He was going to launch flyers, but he decided to try and kill these little boats because they're really the biggest threat to my Königsberg right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Apart from that, these torpedo bombers did heavy damage there, which is actually how we destroyed his shields.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he came in for another attack, but only did DR, unfortunately. My battleship's been a huge letdown this game. Yeah, now this is really the end of the line. I think this might be the last turn.
Might be, yeah. Cool. Alright, here we are at the end of turn...
That would have been 5.
5? Yeah, turn 5. Wow, long game. Okay, so we've called it here because Josh was able to meet his victory conditions by boarding and then prizing the fleet commander's vessel. What else went on here?
You just about killed my Königsberg. You criticaled him, gave him a navigation lock, so I decided to just run him away as fast as I can, just so his other ships over here wouldn't have a shot on this turn.
Yeah.
I brought my Arminius in to try and weaken these guys before my Königsberg ran away, just in case they could get close enough to shoot.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had time to activate these 3
fighters. Yeah.
And that would have been my turn.
Yeah. Now, his last action, because I was suspecting that maybe a boarding action was going to take place, was to barf out these torpedo bombers in the hope that if I did get another 2 turns in, I could potentially get the Königsberg.
And the only reason I was able to board is because I got stoked the engines.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I gave that
it.
to my Emperor here, who managed to get close enough to do the board.
Yep. So, good game. How do you like this fleet? Because you're thinking of this for the tournament, eh?
I like it. It's still hard to say. I mean, like I said, I got absolutely destroyed by the Russians.
Right.
I did very little. Now, against this, I was a lot more fortunate. I had a lot of good dice rolls. I love my fighters. My tiny flyers are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they are.
I've saved, at least 5 this game.
That made a huge difference in this game, actually.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at my token Deadpool is pretty huge.
Yeah, definitely. I like it. I'd have to try it out a bit more. I'm kind of disappointed in my scout ships.
Oh, really?
Because they're so easy to see, because you can see them anywhere, and then all the big ships just start shooting at them. And since you only need 4 hits, even on a 5 or a 6,
that's true.
They tend to go down before they get close. So
how many points are they?
They're the same as they're 65.
Oh, that's not bad for 5 hit points.
So 190.
Yeah.
I mean, they're certainly not bad. It's just
and with 6 boarding apiece, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I could also take the my medium ship, the Reaver. It has the same amount of boarding. It's the same amount of points.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't really have much in the way of gunnery, though. It's really, really, really lame.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go with them just because they're harder to hit. You don't get those extra ACAC hits on them.
Yeah.
Which actually ended up...
It's always a trade-off, because, coming in, basically, you're 5s to hit, whereas your other guys are
4,
either...
5s and 6s.
Yeah, 4, 5s, and 6s are blocked, right?
However, I mean, I've noticed, any game where there is terrain, I always sort of try and hug the terrain, which do make my games last a little bit longer, but it prevents my enemy from being able to shoot.
Yeah, you've done very well in that. Cool. What did you think about facing Italians?
The Italians are awesome.
Yeah.
I really like it. The one thing, they seem to lack a lot of firepower, but they make up for it with a ton of activations, and these little boats are deceptively hard to kill.
Yeah.
As long as you can't ram them down and just run them over, it's hard. How many times did I fire on them and fail to kill them?
Oh, God. Yeah, so many. Yeah. And there's 18 of them on the board, so it's a lot of stuff to fire at. Definitely. Do you feel like it's a balanced list?
I do, because you have everything you need.
Yeah.
I just think it would take more, playtesting. In your case, you did very well against the British.
Yeah.
Lost to the Prussians, but I mean, that's only one game, so we'll see how the next one goes.
Cool. Well, thanks, Josh.
Thank you.